Yelsh coming in with 21-month subscription.
I'm over here trying to fix my trying to fix my phone here so I can keep it on your stream. Ain't working too well.
Thank you, Yelsh. We will be having a new icon for the 1 year plus subscribers coming up here soon. I'm just waiting on my person to
Your draw,
make them.
pretty much.
My artist. So,
artiste.
Let's see. Oh, should have got these stretches in beforehand. Ooh. We are starting a new segment and hopefully a new adventure. I got business to go handle. Bye bye. Okay, thank you for tuning in. He's currently on a plane, so.
Because he's leaving on a jet plane.
Loki and myself have decided that we are going to take the adventure from, well as streaming to go across the bridge to podcasting as well.
Yes, sir.
And we are starting off with the intro to the podcast as of today. The formal announcement as far as the name of the podcast and the looks of the podcast and whatnot will be announced via Twitter, or I'm sorry, X, and other social medias, as well as we will be coming up with a YouTube channel, a X page for itself, and if as the podcast grows, we will venture out to other aspects from there.
Yep. Basically, we're testing the waters, pretty much, in the long scheme of things.
Flight got delayed, then canceled, so I'm here until tomorrow. Oh, very nice. You get a little extra day there. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
So, as far as everything's going to go, I'm going to let Loki take the reins from this point and kind of give you a rundown of some of the ideas we've come up with.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, kind of like what our podcast will be about is entertainment, like video games, movies, card games, basically any nerdy shit in the long scheme of things. We planned on doing this a while back, and it kind of fell through. Didn't have really any idea, or
won't necessarily say it fell through, more like real life kicked us in the ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Dread Thor got 2 jobs. My construction job pretty much decided to pick up. Oh, 3 jobs. I forgot about that. My construction job pretty much picked up. I've pretty much streaming picked up for me as well. And yeah, it's been a wild ride. It's starting to slow down now. I've started cutting back on my streams pretty much, just a little bit anyways, to keep it from being too much. And yeah. By the way, I'm Loki XG, or just Loki, as anyone calls me. Yeah, been friends with Dread Thor for a while.
And going on what, almost 3 years now?
Just about 3 years. We started out in Carbon together when Carbon was a thing.
Very true, very true. You know,
I found Dread Thor in the I found the needle in the haystack on that one.
Ain't that the truth?
The golden needle in the haystack. No,
he tried to pick it up and got shocked.
Yeah, it's a sad situation on the whole Carbon thing. You know, it if it had the right ownership, I should say.
I wouldn't even go into that. Like, when it comes down to it, what's happened has happened, and that's all we should really say about that.
Yeah,
like there's no need to turn the ashes that have already been burned.
Oh, agreed. I'm just saying it was a good good sounding situationship. So
I mean, at the start, whenever we got in, we had the opportunity to meet a lot of really good people, and we got to meet each other.
still really good friends with both quite a few people from there actually.
Likewise.
Um, so I met Dread Thor again. It's how the Loki and Dread Thor brothership started for Saturday night and Sunday night streams for a while. And then, like we said, both of us got busy, and it just kind of started slowing down for both of us on doing streams and podcasts starting and things like that. But now that everything's starting to slow down and we're recuperating, I mean, we're bringing it back, so it's awesome.
Also, for any of my followers that are in here, yes, I do have RuneScape open, and yes, I am playing it in the background.
Nerd.
No XP waste.
No, no, as of recently, I've just started playing Hearthstone, man. Right before the right before the whole new expansion. I've made it to 5,000 MMR. 8,000 you get on the world leaderboard for top 500 in the world. So, been playing a lot of Hearthstone lately, and it's
Just an FYI, that's the code for he's been on his hands and knees.
yeah, it's fun until you start playing in the top ranks. I mean, everyone's out stratting you left and right. The more you try to recruit, the more people are gonna start stealing them, and it's like, okay, can't do that situation now. Got to move to this situation. And I mean, the certain metas that are in it right now, like
the Nagas.
Naga or the undead, those are like the top two metas right now for battlegrounds for me. So
What about what are the
the demons I love.
not the demons? It's the pig orcs.
Oh, the Quillbore.
Quillbore. Thank you.
So the thing with the Quillbore though is that the fact that you have to pretty much get to tier 6 to even do anything with. All the good ones are at tier 5 or tier 6. So if they would lower it down to tier 5s for tier 6s and then tier 4s for tier 5s, it'd be perfect. It'd be an equal meta to fight the rest, but you have to upgrade to tier 6 by turn 6 or turn 7, unless you're just done for if you're playing Quillbore.
Unless you're playing duos like we've been doing recently.
Yeah, we've been testing out the duos quite a bit. Both Dreadthor and I pretty much get the top two. We're second place nonstop. So the problem I have with duos is the fact that there's only 4 teams. I think they need to add more teams to it because you're getting second place quite a bit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're knocking out 4 other people in that aspect, but it's just like the thing I'm seeing, and then maybe it's just because of our MMR and stuff like that, is a lot of people will AFK or abandon, and it gets a little wild after a while.
Oh, 100%. It's so I don't know what it is lately, but it's not just the duos area. It is also the solos. Solos are starting to become more more AFK as well. And I'm in, like I said, I'm in the 5,000 range.
Also, just so everybody's clear, the game mode we are talking about is Battlegrounds on Hearthstone. We forgot to mention that whenever we got into this.
Yep.
So if you play Hearthstone and haven't checked out Battlegrounds, definitely do it. It's very fun and very different, and very creative, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. It's very creative. It's almost like chess, but auto battler. So you have to have a strategy in your head by the time you actually get the ball rolling. The other thing I have with Battlegrounds and Hearthstone is the fact that Beasts are a solid pick if you get the right draws. If you get the right refreshes, Beasts are perfect for you. But yeah, other than that, Call of Duty has always been my main for streaming. And then as of recently, Dreadthor and I have been on Boxed. So Boxed.gg, we are both affiliates with it.
With our names above us.
Yep, just use both of our names above. Well, not both of us together, but use either Dreadthor's or mine above. And basically once you once you make an account, it is hard to not get off of it. It's addicting. It's straight up gambling for Magic the Gathering, Pokemon,
One
or
Piece,
One Piece, or
CS:GO.
CS:GO, and there's one more. I forget what it's called, but it's the Disney card game that just came out.
Panda, what's the Disney card game?
What?
What's the Disney card game?
Which one?
The card game.
Mm.
Lorna. It's Lorna is what it's called. Or yeah, something.
It's on there.
Yeah.
We don't follow it, but if that's something you're into, make sure to check it out. One of the great things about Boxed is the sheer fact that when you roll the cards, if you get a card that you really desire, you can actually have it sent to you.
Yep. All you guys pay for shipping. But if you first start out, you have 12 hours to do it. Once you make an account, get your ID verified, you can buy the beginner's box, which is 2,000 gems, which gems is the currency to roll said boxes. You get 2,000 gems and you get 2 keys. The 2 keys allow you to open any box within a certain amount of gem range for free. So, and on top of that, you also get the free shipping on your first withdrawal. So, for instance, right now I'm sitting on a Charizard and a Quillavle for right now, an EX Quillavle, full art, and I'm holding on to it until I'm ready to withdraw my 10 cards. So each withdrawal is only 10 cards.
There's also the sheer fact they've recently partnered up so that way you can get grading done for the cards that you get.
Yes.
And instead of them sending them directly to you, they will send them to the grader who will then send them to you.
And the grading is all done by PSA, which is the #1 card grader right now. Also, on another note, too, on grading, if you guys go to GameStop and bring in your cards to GameStop, you can actually, I think it's like $20 or something like that, get your cards shipped off to PSA. And then whatever PSA charges you, that's your final fee. So.
And I will inform people, I have looked this up, and typically for the base rate of grading, it's about $15 a card, and it could take up to 45 days before you get the card back. So keep that in mind. It does take some time, but if you want it back quicker, you can pay more.
And right now, with PSA being PSA, they're actually going a little bit quicker than normal, especially if it's coming from GameStop, which is weird, if you ask me. I don't know why.
Another thing I would like to add in to, like, this isn't about the box. Another thing I want to add is if you look at the screen in the middle there, we have a logo that is from Freshen Up, which is a big sponsor for both Loki and me. Well, I should say we're affiliates at the current time.
Yep.
And we are working on getting our sponsorships and stuff like that. I'm actually wearing a Freshen Up hoodie and got Freshen Up on hand, which is filled with Love Potion.
Which is it's a strawberry cheesecake flavor.
Yes, and it's phenomenal. I call it my personal because it came out on my birthday, and yeah.
So another thing with Freshen Up, as well as like Dread Thor said, we're both trying to go for partner. If you actually use our codes above, you get a 10% off our orders.
Yep.
Or off your orders, I should say, not our orders. You get 10% off your orders of Drink Freshen Up.
And they have merch. They have, at this current time, they're running in their store, they have jerseys available. They have hats. They got hoodies, sometimes coats.
Yep. Another thing, too, is every month there is a giveaway. Every time you order, I think it's what, $30 or more of Freshen Up, you're entered for the giveaway.
Well, it not necessarily. It's the way it works is it's either one tub or one 12-pack,
Okay.
or $30. So it's one of those three.
Okay. I just heard J-Man say it was $30
Yeah.
minimum.
And
So.
Another thing about Freshen Up, we're both lovers of Freshen Up. It's an amazing
100%.
company. Every Friday they have Freshen Up Fridays, which if you go to their streams, they do giveaways. They give you updates on new things that are going on with the company. They are very open with how they run the company and everything that they're wanting to do, planning to do. They explain it all during the Freshen Up Friday stream, which is on both Kick and Twitch.
Yep, and also they will announce like new creator flavors there, or even new merchandise that's coming to the store, or if there's a sale going on. Basically, it's like a town hall with updates for Freshen Up, for the Freshen Up community as a whole.
And if you want to
Not
know
just-
more information about Freshen Up, you can go on X and search up Freshen Up and
Freshen Up
check out
hydration.
Freshen Up Hydration. Check them out. They do a lot of announcements there. They announce when they're going to go live. They also have a Discord, and yeah, just check them out. Great company, amazing people.
Yep. Another big thing that Dreadthor and I have gotten into ourselves into as well is the fact that we are now sponsored by Oasis Threads, which is our merchandise company. Both Dreadthor and I pretty much are merchandise owners on that website. I am a manager for Oasis Threads as well. So if you guys have any questions, you feel free to ask me on that.
And if you can't get a hold of Loki, contact me, and I will go over there, kick him in the foot, and tell him to message you back.
Yeah, Dreadthor can just shoot me a text and be like, "Hey, so and so message you."
Get on it.
So, yep. And I usually have my notifications turned on. So, yeah. So other than that, we just finally decided that, hey, it's time to start doing this thing.
So now that Loki's mentioned his aspect and stuff, for the people that don't know about me, I am Dreadthor. I am 36 years old. I make a lot of content. Shut up, whippersnapper. Younger brothers, what can you do with them, right? I make a lot of old school RuneScape content and Delta Force content, and soon I'm going to be changing my streaming stuff to variety instead of dual content. There's a lot of games I've been wanting to play, and I figure, if I want to play them, might as well stream them and have fun with it.
Pretty much.
As Loki said, we share a lot of stuff when it comes to our sponsors: Oasis, Freshen Up, Boxed, and it's been a wild ride. I have 1 second, my camera's about to fall off again. Jesus.
Yeah, and as you can tell, guys, I am actually not on my setup, so I do apologize. I got a cool stream set up at home. I'm just currently not home. I'm away for this podcast, so
He's helping his family.
yep, helping a family out. So,
but we both have our social medias. You can look them up with our names. I'm on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, Clapper.
Clapper.
Clapper. Clapper is essentially a TikTok clone.
Oh.
And let me pull that up real quick because this is kind of interesting. They have a very nice method of verification processes and stuff like that. And like between my two videos, I have 10,000 views on there. You can't really see it because of the blur stuff, but
I can see it right there. I'm about to try that out.
I'll send you an invite to it. Like I have already got 55 followers and stuff like that, and you actually get likes and whatnot, and it's pretty easy to become partner as long as you do everything properly. And like I said at the beginning of this, we will be working on how things progress, making a proper channel for the podcast on Kick and Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and other different social medias.
Yep. Yeah. So I didn't really say what social medias I'm on. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
X.
TikTok, X. I'm also on YouTube, Twitch. I'm almost I'm hesitant to try it out, but just because of how much backlash it's getting, but I'm gonna probably try Rumble here pretty soon.
Rumble.
Rumble, yeah.
What's Rumble?
It's another streaming platform, but it's got one of the most controversial figures in it right now. Well, two of the most controversial figures in it right now. It's huh?
I really hope one of the streamers is not who I think it is.
Uh,
IP.
The one who's got so much controversy around him right now because of Twitch and everything else.
Did he used to be a YouTube star?
Yes.
Uh,
And everyone's flocking to that right now. So I don't know how to feel on it. Okay. So if no one knows who we're talking about Dr. Disrespect. It is a very sad situation in all reality because a lot of us younger generational streamers, Dread Thor, a lot of us younger generation streamers actually looked up to like him, Tim the Tap Man, Mercs, Ninja. Sadly, not me. I'd never liked Ninja. Pawnee Hoff. I fucking love Pawnee Hoff. If no one's seen or heard of Pawnee Hoff, go check him out. That dude in PUBG Prime was fun to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and just watch until you had to go to work. Pawnee Hoff was my shit.
Never heard the name before.
You never heard of him? I'll have to send you a video of him. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I fangirled when I said Pawnee Hoff and Tim the Tap Man were like my two biggest influences. And Pawnee Hoff fucking replied saying like this is awesome, yada yada yada. Like I fangirled when I said that because waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, watching Pawnee Hoff for like 20 minutes before I had to leave the house was possibly the best thing. Especially like I said, when his whole PUBG grind was going, it's when I first like found out about streaming and all that. But when he started playing PUBG, like I instantly like loved the stream. And that's what influenced me. And to be honest with you, PUBG was like one of the first games I actually started streaming on. It wasn't Call of Duty, which is my main now. It wasn't Hearthstone. It wasn't Dark Souls or anything like that. It was strictly PUBG and Battlefield. I love Battlefield 1.
Old school RuneScape.
Like,
when I first started streaming, I was on a PC that was so old that I lagged playing RuneScape on stream.
So when I first started streaming, I had a laptop, and I don't know how much I could sell it for now, but it was the Star Wars limited edition HP laptop that had like the Death Star on a corner of it, like the keyboard lit up to red. It also made sounds every time you typed. Like it was cool.
As cool as that sounds, at the same time, I feel like it'd be annoying.
Oh, it kind of was here and there. It kind of was annoying. I will admit it. It was it was fun until the keyboard started randomly going on and off, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then come to realize I was pressing the wrong button.
um, I know one of the things we have planned in the future, which will be really cool because this is yet to happen, would be doing a live podcast with me and Loki.
Oh yeah,
Mainly for the fact
um,
we're pretty much neighbors.
yeah, we are. Well,
And I just have to say, I just got a message on Old School RuneScape. The podcast is looking good. Gleno, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I
I
will I will say this was a 15-minute rush job.
oh yeah, it was like a straight done. um, what's real funny though too is like the fact that not only did I just have like an old school gaming laptop, I bought an Elgato, and me being me, I was like, "Oh, streaming ain't my thing anymore." Sold the Elgato, sold the camera, just started playing games. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do streaming again. Now I'm up to like 530 followers on Twitch from then, and I had to buy a new Elgato, a new
Camera.
PC. No, I bought a new PC, a new camera, new everything. And then what's funny is that PC when I was on it started slowing down, and I was like, oh no. So me being
All that
me,
adult content you're watching.
yeah, we'll go with that. All that Battlefield content I was watching. They were trying to
Battlefield
save.
content.
They were trying to save Princess Leia. You know, I no, I when I bought a PC, it was a standard HP from like 2008, quote unquote gaming laptop, and it just wasn't cutting it anymore. So it was, I think, my second or third year on my job that I've been working. I'm a construction worker, so that's why I said my schedule varies from time to time. Um, with all of that, what the hell was that? So, so with all that being said and done, I went out and bought a HP Omen. Well,
You need to get
me
rid of
being
these HPs. Come on now, build one.
me being me, I got tired of the graphics looking like it was from the old PlayStation 2 era. So I went out and bought a 30 I went out and bought a 3060 instead of the 1660 Super. So I upgraded that, which then me being me again, not realizing that, oh, you got to buy a bigger power supply now. Like, damn. All right. Went out and bought another one. Bought about another 100 gigs of RAM too, 80 gigs of RAM. Yeah.
80? That's the weird number.
Yeah, it's however many. It's one of the higher end gigs of RAM. It's 8 gigs per stick, I do believe.
I have 32 gigs of RAM in my computer.
Well, I have 32 too, but I have like 8 per stick.
Mine's 2 sticks and a 16.
Mm. See, I didn't upgrade to the 16s because what came with it was 2 8s, and I know if you mix RAM, it overclocks it. So I was like, I'm not risking it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I have 4 8s. That was my old computer. That was 2 16s.
Yeah, I had to do the 4 8s, like I said. But it's cool because HyperX actually had 2 sticks for like, I think it was $40 or something like that. I was like, snag.
I miss HyperX RAM.
GameStop here, or not GameStop, Best Buy over here had it.
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore.
What, RAM, HyperX?
Yep.
I think I can.
HyperX no longer owns it. Yeah.
Did I know that?
Yeah,
When
it's
that happened?
a while ago.
Oh. So, okay, speaking of GameStop, I don't know if anyone's ventured there recently, but GameStop is no longer what it used to be. Like, there's really no more games. Um, I know for a fact it's all becoming more and more
Digitized.
digital for gaming, but at the same time, now GameStop has become like your biggest card supplier.
I
So
still I
if
still
you
prefer
if
mom and pop shops.
so if you go to GameStop's website right now and just look at the main page, there's gonna be like yes, some games and like some systems that pop up, but if you really look, it's all cards or
Hmm.
merchandise.
Interesting.
So you can actually buy PSA 10 cards from GameStop's website.
Kind of cool.
So there's a couple of cards I was looking at on there, but at the same time, it's like I'm not spending about $900 to $1,000 for that card. Like I just want a playable card that's not graded, but instead that's all GameStop sells is PSAs.
Well, when they're linked up with the number one people, what do you expect?
That's true. That is true. I actually went to a place this weekend called the Warehouse that's over by me. It's pretty interesting to be honest with you because half the store, like right as soon as you walk in, half the store on the right is nothing but collectibles from Funko Pops to comic books. The left side of the store is all cards, like from Magic, Lorcana. Um,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
that's what it. Yeah,
Pokemon.
that's what it's called. It's Lorcana. Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon. Like I didn't even know Digimon had a card game. To be real truthful with you, like
Really? I literally
yeah,
told you the other day, last Sunday, that I went to a card shop and played Digimon.
is it easier than Magic or?
Um, okay, so yes and no. It's very interesting. One of these days, I'll grab my deck out and I'll give you a live demonstration of how it works. But yeah, I went to a card shop last Sunday, and for me, it's called Enchanted Valley. It's a very wonderful place. Um, my coworker got me involved in Digimon. He actually built me a deck and said, "Here, I want to teach you to play." At first, I was kind of skeptical because I've been in the card games for a long time, and I know when it comes to card games, it's a very big money sink.
Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about how much I spent this weekend on cards.
So we built this deck,
Yeah.
and it's from the last decks that came out for Digimon, and it's a bird deck.
Hmm.
And there's this one card in there. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'm still a noob at Digimon, so if you are a Digimon card player, forgive me. But ever since I've played card games, I've always been the type to look at the gray areas of cards because of the way they're written
Yeah.
and based off how judges and everything perceive cards. Um, you have to look for loopholes and stuff like that for card games.
Okay.
Well, one of my cards says when at any time, so your turn or your opponent's turn, when a card essentially untaps and goes to a standing position, that card gets immunity to card effects and gains 3,000 DP. And so it's already either 11,000 or 12,000, but there's also different varieties of the card, same card.
Okay.
So I think it's 11,000. So that comes at 13,000 DP card. And it's unaffected by card effects. So it's pretty much autoimmune anytime a card untaps. And as you play Digimon, you have to level up the cards. And the cards underneath it, the stack, will give the cards on top of the stack abilities and stuff like that. So, like, say it's my turn and I go to attack with that card.
Yeah.
I can attack, and based off what's available underneath that stack, it could increase its DP. So, like, one of the cards I have increases its DP by 2,000. So now that card's untapped, it's got 3,000 plus DP plus another 2,000 DP plus another card that gives it 2,000 DP. Also, another card that whenever it attacks, it's tapped. I can untap that card, so then I can attack again. And so it's just like, we also found out like it's a very big black area for this. The card, like I said, every turn, whenever something untaps, it gets this immunity. So it's constantly
Immune.
And we have looked at a couple cards for the deck that cause more cards to tap or untap. And we've also found that there's an ace card that whenever two cards are two or more cards are tapped, or it's just, I'm sorry, it's called suspend. Whenever two cards are suspended, you can take any card from your opponent and put it at the bottom of their deck, which then essentially gets rid of their entire stack. It's wild. The game is tricky, but fun.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh like crazy.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. The card game I played actually the most was Magic.
So I never really got into Pokemon, not until recently, not until I started collecting again. Yu-Gi-Oh! I was a big fan of. Magic, I never really played unless it was like someone I was hanging out with at home or Magic Arena on the PC. But Yu-Gi-Oh! I was always going to like local stores and stuff like that to play so I can get the 2 free packs. I mean, it was $10 to get in for 2 packs every like one round. And then you'd get like 10 minutes to change your deck or something like that, change a piece of your deck, and then you'd have to go back and play again. But I have a Magic deck that is a vampire lifesteal along with
So it's a red, black, white deck.
strictly black.
I didn't know they had lifesteal in black.
Yes, it's vampires.
Back in my days of Magic the Gathering, pretty much lifesteal and life gain was white.
So it's strictly black, and it's a vampire demon deck. So the demons would deal damage, but the vampires would lifesteal.
All right.
So I have an Erebos God of the Dead card that it's basically immune to relatively anything, and it would just keep tapping, same like yours. But it wouldn't do damage. Like it would be immune, but you couldn't really attack with it.
This card's going to fuck with you, and you can't do anything about it.
Pretty much. Yeah, you can basically discard a card and negate a card's effects. So let's say I had a land in my hand, just discard. Land, discard. And then so then part of that deck would also have bring discarded cards back. So just imagine like, okay, discard, bring back, discard, bring back, discard, bring back.
Loki would have hated my deck back in the day.
I also have a dragon deck, a red, yellow. Well, it's not really yellow.
It is yellow.
It's white.
Plains. Yeah. Oh, it is white.
I think there's yellows too.
No, those are plains.
Yeah. Well, the card itself is yellow. It's a dragon. It's yellow.
Yeah, the card itself is yellow, but the actual things are plains. So
Yeah, it's
technically white.
It's a red, white, and black deck, which is weird.
I had a standard deck called RDW. Red deck wins.
Lifesteal?
No, I would just essentially blow you up in 3 turns. I would literally just with 2 mana I could do 20 damage in 3 turns.
There's actually a card, and we're gonna jump off of Magic the Gathering, but in Hearthstone, where every time you take damage, every time a minion would take damage, you would gain armor. Well, this dude, I don't know what he did, where like each time a card of your control would take damage, it gains health. Where it did like an infinite loop. He was up to like 400 armor.
Hit me now.
It's like, okay, like that's no bueno.
That's wild.
Yeah, tell me about it. And that was a ranked play game.
That's pretty dope. Let's see here.
But yeah, I mean, card games are my forte in the long scheme of things. I do want to get back into Magic Arena if I could ever remember my password. I don't even know what Gmail or email I logged in with. So I have like 100 emails.
Womp womp.
Huh?
Womp womp.
I mean, you know that for a fact. I mean, you've seen how many emails I have.
Yeah, I have 4.
Yeah, I've got 22 emails. Just because I've had so many Twitter accounts for like gaming communities or
His adult content.
No.
Check his OF.
No. I had so when I first made a personal Twitter, someone kept hacking into it, and I don't know how. Like someone kept getting into it, so I had to delete it finally and deactivate it. So I still have that email.
So what a lot of the viewers don't know is we have a third person actually in our call, and they're sitting here chuckling at some of the stuff we're saying, and it's freaking funny.
She's all quiet. She's okay. So where we're at with doing this podcast, it is actually inside of my Discord. So you can't see the room. Only mods and admins can, and VIP members, which we have no VIPs yet. Sad face. No.
I'm a VIP.
So, huh?
I'm a VIP.
You're always a VIP.
See? And so is Panda.
Yeah, that's how you guys got into this Discord. But you guys are more than welcome to join my Discord or Dreadthor's Discord. My link is actually over on my Twitch page. Like I said, all you gotta do is look up Loki_XG. It's spelled with a 0, not an O.
Yeah, I put a 0 whenever I typed it up, but it still looks like an O.
I can tell it's a 0. For some sad forsaken reason, someone stole the LOKI_XG, which irritates me.
It was me.
To no end. Probably was you. But yeah, it's kind of funny that someone just randomly stole my name.
I mean, technically, you tried to take their name because they had it first.
No, I had Loki XG for the longest time, and then I changed it, and then someone took it after I changed it. So
it's because you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah, always. I mean, I'm a diehard Michigan fan. So if you're from Northern Indiana, you would probably hear my name on the radio called every day. Michigan Fan Trent. That's me. Yep. I've won Rocker of the Day from our radio station. So that was pretty awesome. Got a shout out on the radio multiple times. And supposedly I get a shirt at some point. I don't know when the shirt's coming in.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't know when it's coming in or what it's going to do. But
he did have a little article posted on their webpage.
Yes,
and
I did.
If you're interested in that, you can check out his Twitter or X. I'm sorry, and see that.
Yeah. One other thing too, I will say is that the monster shirt I'm wearing, pretty baller if you ask me. Yes,
This is not a early 2000s stream. No one says baller anymore.
I say baller all the time. Okay, I am from the 2000s. I was born in the 90s.
Our Panda's over here just losing it.
She's like, help! I can't breathe.
Like, it's up there with like it's so fetch.
Oh man, that's wicked.
Hey now. I say a lot of old stuff. Okay, leave me alone.
And he calls me the old man.
I'm more nostalgic
Back-
than these two people. These two
Back
people
in my
are more-
day, we used to say fetch. We used to say baller. We used to say this. We used to do that.
that's like we all used to go around going. "Dur, dur, dur."
Oh God.
Oh! You can't forget. It's hump day.
No.
Or we'd go around the gym, and maybe this is just me when this was when YouTube first started. Now, I don't know who it was, which YouTuber it is, or I'd say it, but he went around on like old COD montages and just yell out, "Beasted!" That's, I mean, I'm more old than these two guys, and I'm the youngest one here. I'm the baby.
By like what, a couple months?
I'll be 30 in next year.
I'll be
I'll
37
be
next
30
year.
in September.
Yeah, I'll be 30 in May next year. How old are you, Dreadthor? 35?
36.
Oh.
I just turned 36.
Why do I get along with the old folk?
Who are you
Don't
calling
ask
old?
me.
This
But,
old folk is going to dropkick you when I see you.
So,
Oh, hey, Loki. Hey, Dreadthor. How's it going? Dropkick. Ah!
so the whole background story on this monster shirt. Yes, we're both sponsored with Freshen Up, not Monster. This monster shirt was actually given to me from Monster themselves in a, how would you explain it? In a weird giveaway, just out of the blue, I should say. I was just on Twitter one day, and
X.
Twitter, same difference. I was on X one day and was just scrolling through, and next thing you know, I see a message from Monster pop up, Monster Gaming to be exact. And I was like, okay, I wonder what this is about. And they're like, hey, thank you so much for supporting us and making us or sharing clips with us and blah blah blah. We want to send you an appreciation package. So I was like, okay, here's me thinking like, oh, it's just probably a 4-pack of monsters. Big whoop. And the video of it's on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. It's also on X
Shameless
as
sub
well.
promotion.
It's on X as well. And it's pinned to my profile on all of them. But they literally sent me a briefcase, a Call of Duty X monster briefcase. And on the inside of it was not only just the shirt, which has the Black Ops 6 logo on the back, but they also
Stand up and show it.
Okay. Ugh. That is the back.
Oh my God. There it is.
Yep. And basically, with that being said, I had to fix the camera because I got a wired mic. Like I said, I'm not home, or I'd be on my setup. It also came with like a pen, like a writing pen, a huge mouse pad, a monster Call of Duty mouse pad with the Black Ops 6 picture on it, not the logo, the actual guy sitting here with the pistols, with the monster symbol itself on it as well, that says Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And it also came with a couple of sticker patches, and it gave me every single monster skin inside of Call of Duty that they have.
You
Which
forgot the challenge coin.
Oh yeah, and it came with a challenge coin too. And it also came with a hat too, a monster Call of Duty hat.
You forgot one of the main things. It came with Monster.
Oh yeah, it also came a monster.
You can't forget the main thing.
We forgot to do the urine.
Well, see, if I did that right now, my entire screen would change. So
Yeah, we can't do that. And what I mean by that, guys, for the urine is like I said, for box.gg, every half hour that we are logged into box.gg, we get to enter for some free gems. It varies from 7 to 12. And you also get a chance at winning 50 gems. What are you two cracking up about over there?
Nothing. Nothing. You're good.
Uh-huh.
It's not about you, I promise.
Uh-huh. I got both these old people over here just making fun of the young kid here. This is child abuse for anyone that's really know about this.
Wow.
child abuse.
Listen here, you whippersnapper. Okay.
Back
This
in my day,
is-
there's no such thing as child abuse. You just took the punishment and walked away.
I was cracking up because in his about me it says he's 34. So I'm like, are you secretly immortal and you're just not telling us?
Oh, in my bio, I haven't updated it in a little while, huh?
Okay.
2 years later.
Literally.
But so, anyways, you get these chances to win gems every half hour, which then you can use to pull cards in like a slot machine manner. So it's basically, like I said, card gambling, pretty much in a way.
No, it is. Like, it's not pretty much. It is.
Yep. But
And the
yeah,
best
I
way to
mean,
describe it, if you've ever done Call of Duty box opening, not Call of Duty, CS:GO box openings, it's
it's basically
exactly the
just like
same.
that. Yep. And they're actually coming out with a CS:GO option.
They have a
So
CS:GO option. I thought like it is there.
I have CS:GO as well. I just haven't played it as much.
I actually uninstalled CS:GO not too long ago.
I don't even know how to get the boxes. That was my whole thing. Like that's the reason why I wanted to play the game. And then like
You buy them.
it's either you buy them or you earn them.
Yeah, you can earn them through a gameplay, but most people just buy them. Use the auction house from Steam,
I see.
and then you buy the keys, and then you open them, and then you get lucky. Simple as that. Excuse me.
I see. I see.
Says the whippersnapper.
I mean, some people just never really got into CS:GO. I never really understood the hip fire of guns. That was my only issue with it. Was just the hip firing of guns. Now, Fortnite, on the other hand, they did a really good rendition of CS:GO.
Never played it.
You never played the new Fortnite mode?
Which one?
Ballistic. It's basically CS:GO just with Fortnite characters. It's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. Basically, yeah, it's literally a carbon copy of CS:GO, just without the Milsim skins. You use actual Fortnite skins.
Alrighty. Fortnite
Yeah,
coming in, copying all the games.
pretty much. They did. They did. Technically, they own it. Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Ooh. And then,
I want to get a guitar for Guitar Hero.
so I don't know if you saw the announcement actually, but they announced a new Guitar Hero.
Don't tell me that.
They announced a new Guitar Hero, and then what else did they announce? They announced something else too that was pretty awesome to hear. Oh, a Gears of War Marcus Phoenix collection,
Fun.
or yeah, yeah, a Marcus Phoenix collection, which is sadly from the rumors it's only gonna be single player games. It's only gonna be the campaign.
I miss campaigns.
I miss campaigns when they were actually good and worth playing. Because this last Call of Duty disappointed me. The MW3 disappointed me. MW2 was pretty good, just the movement mechanics sucked. And yeah,
Did
I
you
think.
sneeze earlier?
Huh?
Did you sneeze earlier?
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry. I just looked at the stream and then I saw you sneeze and I was like, wait, is that what you did earlier? I'm so sorry. Bless you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Continue.
And as our graphic artist, just so everyone's aware too. She's the one that creates all the cool shit for us. A lot of the memes that you see that come across my Twitter and X and Dreaddoor's key terms of things are all from Panda that she sends me and makes. Always picking on me, you know.
Someone followed. Unfortunately, I do not have the follower alerts on this at the moment, but thank you for whoever followed. It was definitely a Twitch. So thank you very much. I do appreciate you.
I haven't seen anything pop up on your stream for follow notifications.
Yeah, I didn't put them on the podcast.
Gotcha. You're gonna have to send me this layout you got here so I can do the same thing.
I sent you photos already, so you can just copy that.
Oh, I'm talking about like the Dreaddoor Loki stuff up top. Or are we just gonna have Panda draw them up for us?
That's literally just text that I put into OBS.
Oh, word.
With the with
you know you're falling on some deaf ears sometimes. me being old has a huge effect on it, you know. But yeah, we're planning on doing some more podcasts and here in the future, for sure. I think every week, right, Tritor? Try to every week.
Yeah, try to come up with tell about how our week has been and news in the gaming industry and different things we have coming up and whatnot.
Yep. I do know for a fact that I've got a couple things for the next episode already.
Yeah, I've been looking into a few things and whatnot. Definitely one thing I would like to talk more about would definitely be Delta Force and RuneScape just to get started. I just followed on the other stream. Thank you. Much appreciated, Gleno.
Hello. Hello, Gleno.
But I definitely would like to, considering at this current time I am a 2-game streamer, would like to go over different things that have been going on with that and whatnot, because I know for my community, a lot of them are old school RuneScape people and Delta Force people, and
you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't really touched Delta Force in quite some time.
Well, we need to get on it.
I know. I kind of feel bad. They followed me and everything, and I just haven't popped on. I
actually got approved for their content creator program.
I heard.
So that's something that's pretty cool. Definitely check out Delta Force if you haven't. They just announced the other day that they have a mobile version that'll be coming out soon.
Yep. And then there was another announcement, I think was it yesterday or next week? One of the two. I think it was one of those days.
But I know, like, when it comes down to it, we are gamers at heart. I've been doing it for 90% of my life. And
big time gamer here.
We just want to share our love for it with y'all. And, our banter is wild, and we all hope you enjoy it.
You don't want to see my banner on Call of Duty. As much as I love Call of Duty, my banter on Call of Duty is probably the worst. I I will. I'm one of those types of people that will pretty much call you out on some BS. For instance, for the whole bannering situation on Call of Duty, Call of Duty came out and said like they weren't using AI and all this and that. And I was like, but here we are with a picture with 5 fingers rather than 4, or how would you say it? 6 fingers rather than 5. It was pretty much proven right, and they came out and said, "Yeah, I caught myself on that one." They pretty much came out and said, "Yeah, we're pretty much using AI for a lot of our artwork," and it's like, you guys aren't even like doing your profession properly anymore. You're just being lazy about it and letting a robot do it for you.
Not
And
to
then we
mention
wonder-
all the issues they have.
Yeah, yeah, and don't get me started on those. The fact that your servers are
A hamster on
a
a wheel
30
trying to run it.
pretty much a 30 ping instead of like a 64 ping, which is absolutely horrible. The other thing with it being with me being said was I actually called it multiple times and people just don't seem to listen. But there was a post the other day that said, would you rather have camo events or operator events? And I said, why don't we just go back to Modern Warfare 3's events, where not only was it free, you got a camo and you got a skin for free.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to pay $10 for extra shit. Pardon my French. You did not have to pay $10 for extra skins and material. It was, hey, this is the weekly event. Hop on in, grab it, be done. And it was either XP or actual get kills a certain way or use this gun to get this or blah blah blah. And it's like, okay,
It really opened up the variety of guns and stuff that you use too. Like it was really nice. Like
Oh yeah, they had aftermarket parts, which was, in my opinion, phenomenal. Granted, if you go in and look at aftermarket parts, like on the descriptions about them, it literally says 3D printed butt stock, 3D printed foregrip, 3D printed this or that, and it's like, huh. Now,
that's illegal.
now, I will say to touch on this subject. There's a podcast I follow called the Unsubscribe. One of the guys in it is called the AK Guy. It's Brandon Herrera, who is a congressman down in Texas. He actually built an AK that shoots a 50 caliber round. Well, hashtag forced valor. Yes, yes. I feel bad for Herrera for that one, even though it's hilarious. He gets so uncomfortable for it. But anyways, he built an AK-50 for a project. Wanted to see if it could be done. He actually did it. Call of Duty came out like less than a couple months after he did it, or a month or so after he did it, and put an aftermarket part within Call of Duty that makes the AK a 50 caliber sniper.
Beautiful.
And the fun fact is he didn't know about it, and then someone brought it up to him in a stream, and he was like, "Oh shit!" He goes, "Everyone's like, are you gonna do a like a copyright or anything like that?" And he goes, "No, actually, this is kind of awesome." He goes, "I don't care if I don't get credit. They put my gun in the game. What could be more awesome than that?"
Yeah.
I think to be honest, Dipper, I think he's the first ever to get forced valor. If no one knows what forced valor is, it's when you're putting a war medal on someone and they're trying to force it away. So, for instance, in his situation, he got put. Then that gets people to Google AK-50, and then bam, there he is. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it worked out in his favor in the long scheme of things.
Dipper said then that gets people to Google AK-50
Yeah,
and then bam.
I got your stream popped up. I'm reading it.
All right.
Hey, I love that podcast though. If you guys, just a huge shout out to those guys. Those guys are awesome. I love the fat electrician just because of the history that he comes up with. I love Donut Operator for all of his police content that he does, and I love Eli Double Tap.
I love the
lot of-
content from the Fat
a lot.
Electrician about the histories and stuff going on.
Yeah. So what's real funny with the fat electrician is I was watching a video the other day. By the way, not telling you how to do things because God knows how I had audio when I stream, but to hear y'all, I've got everything maxed out. Huh, that's weird. I've got everything maxed right now.
Give me just a
That's,
second. I could probably update. Try talking
Yo,
again.
yo.
All right, there you go.
Thanks for the input there, Dipper. Much appreciated.
I was trying to make sure that the desktop audio wasn't going into the yellow and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah. Actually, you kind of want it in the yellow range. The yellow range for stuff like that.
All right, there you go. I got it in the what is it between -15 and -10.
There you go. The what do you call it? But did you know that the Little Caesar's name is actually a reference to a Marine dick joke?
That I did not.
True story. Look it up. When you guys get a chance, look up Fat Electrician Little Caesars. It's on Fat Files.
I have to check that out. That's funny as hell.
And then Waffle House. That was a fun one to listen to too. But
I typically will listen to him whenever I'm doing patrols and stuff like that at work.
yep, Fat Files. Fat Files is definitely one up there. He doesn't post a lot on there, but when he does, it's actually kind of hilarious. He hasn't been posting a whole lot recently. I know he's been tied up with Unsubbed. But I know as of recently, he did a pick the other day, and he's got a ton of binders of material that he's going through. So that's pretty awesome. And I think he does all of his editing and stuff by himself too, which is even cooler.
That takes a lot of effort.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'd have the patience to do it. I'd probably lose it.
So one thing that we're looking at doing, and I haven't told Loki this yet, is we're going to come up with 3 names for the podcast, and both of us are going to post a poll on our X accounts, or for other people, Twitter, and we're going to combine both of those posts, and based off the top of whatever adds up to the highest is what we'll go with.
Yep.
Does that mean I have to edit my thing now?
Eventually.
But
See,
but it's so pretty, and I like this name for it that I made up because I didn't know what it was.
And this is kind of what we do to Panda. We torture her with
Well, Panda, Panda, will you put that name as one of the things?
You know, why you do this?
I didn't know you were making anything, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll definitely get it up. And if you guys can't find me on Twitter, just look up TTV_Loki. Underscore Loki, and it's spelled with an actual O on that one. So
whenever you go and look for us, you can typically see that I share a lot of Loki's posts and stuff like that, so you can probably find them under mine.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, if this does acquire more attraction that more people want, we will then proceed to start making social medias and stuff for the podcast itself, and maybe even a podcast channel on Kick and Twitch.
Oh, for sure.
We didn't want to start doing that until we had names and other things going, and we wanted to get the intro and whatnot out there first.
Intro, logo, all that. So where's this going up at? I came in late. So it's going to be on Twitter if you're talking about the name picking on both of our Twitters. But the actual podcast itself, we will be
for now, it will be under my past VODs,
Yep.
and
And
you can watch
then
it there.
eventually, I'll be making a YouTube for us to where we're both going to be uploading stuff on that.
They don't pay me. They pay me with torture. Hey! I gave you 100% payment.
Your both of your payments are just terrible, and you know what it is. Oh my God.
Yeah, Dipper. That's just one of the things. Like we both came up with some really good names, and we couldn't decide between them. So we figure, why not let the community just do it for us?
Yep. Why not let our communities both decide on what our name will be? So, should have
I
a
have
command name.
one. I know Loki has one, and I guess Panda has a different one.
What? I have a what?
A name for the channel.
I mean, I just sent you both the same thing.
Did you send it to me on Discord?
Yes.
Pretty much the name I came up with earlier. There we go. That was my hand. I do apologize.
Oh, that's dope. Yo, Panda, that's dope as shit.
Mm-hmm. And yet you make me want to work more.
But yeah, we want to make sure our communities actually get a say so in a lot of the stuff we do. Kind of like my Twitch videos and all that. I kind of like people to determine whether or not what I play and things like that. I kind of want to get my community involved with my stuff. So,
Gleno, the hairy Loki put Dreadthor's beard on Loki's face.
wait, what?
Gleno said, "Call the channel the hairy Loki. Put Dreadthor's beard on Loki's face."
See, I can't fully grow a beard. Like it's like bleach.
Would you like me to
blonde.
shave it off and make it into a beard wig for you?
I was gonna say we could do it like Jackass and just shave like chest hair and everything else off, and then glue it to my face. Be like it'd be like that taxi skit from what was that, Jackass 2 or 1, where they made Bam freak out. But yeah, so
That'd be a great thing for the start of the podcast. That's for damn sure.
what's that? Oh, that.
Yeah.
That? You mean the whole hour I've been working on a 12-second thing?
I haven't even looked at it yet, so I can't load it up without exiting the Discord call. So calm down.
I really hope it's that name now, because that's dope.
So okay, just for shits and giggles from the chats on both ends of Twitch and Kick, since this is all live on Dreadthor's. Like I said, I'm currently away from home, so I don't have any of my setup, so I can't really stream on Twitch or anything right now. So the name I came up with, the Asgard Tavern, Dreadthor.
Well, I honestly said the Asgardian pub, and I think our designer liked that one a little bit more.
or there was the Loki and Dreadthor show.
Yep. Or the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. We did have the Rainbow Bridge.
But I think right now it's going to be between the Loki and Dreadthor show, the Asgardian
or
Pub,
Asgardian Tavern.
and Asgardian Tavern.
I mean, pub and tavern are pretty much the same damn thing.
In all honesty, like if I have to go with it, I think the Asgardian Pub gives it more of a central vibe as far as like registering with current day audiences.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know what's funny is as we call it the pub, I was the only one drinking here. I've got a couple of White Claws sitting next to me.
I literally have this right next to me.
It's not even opened. So, ha. What even is that? What kind of beer is it?
Japanese Sapporo.
Oh, don't even know.
It,
The long haul. How about the bearded and the beardless?
the bearded and the baby.
Yeah, we can do that. Hey, you know what? You know what? It actually works out though because I've started regrowing my long hair. I've got the baby face, and when you really think about it, Loki had long hair and a baby face. Dreadthor had short hair and a lot of this stuff with a beard. So I think it kind of works out.
Well, I could always try to go for the. I don't know with all this, but try to go for the Thor haircut,
No, you could. You could.
or I could just let it grow and dye it blonde.
Mm. I'd let it go white. Just bleach it.
What about the Asgardian Hotel, which is a pub and a place to sleep at? Well, if you think about medieval times, which it is set in, uh, the pub usually was a dual facility. Cat. Sorry,
We want
ADHD kicked in hard right there. So most people would go to the pub or the tavern, and it'd be the place to eat, drink, sleep, and it also fits in with the anime isekais and all that.
yeah. But do you want to hold my hand or something? Yeah. It's a rescue cat. All right.
Also, if you ever see, you'll actually see this brand of beer on in anime.
Uh,
This is a one of the top selling beers in Japan.
oh, don't know it. On another note, too, we are going to be having some guests show up on a couple of future podcasts. So there's that.
Maybe one of these guests will be our designer, so you can tell her how cool the artwork and stuff is. I'm getting a
well,
dirty look.
well, we'll have Jordan come up to a couple of our podcasts. He is the owner of Freshen Up.
Amazing dude.
We'd also have Anubis come up, who is actually the owner of Oasis Threads as well. And then maybe we can get a dev or two from Delta Force to join up with us.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I'll message them right now, actually.
If they respond.
Yeah, right. That'd be awesome if they responded, but they never do.
It would have to be one of those things once we get a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah.
But whenever we found Delta Force and we played it for the first time, Loki and myself were like, "Wow, this game is fun," and we made a X post about it. And right as I was about to follow them, they followed me and commented on the post. And like they followed me before I could follow them. It was pretty crazy. Like I was not expecting that.
There we go. Enjoy the tweet. Enjoy the tweet. But yeah, it'd be cool to get some of these game devs in here. It's set Another thing that I find kind of sad in a long haul of things is the fact that one of my favorite drinks and companies to communicate with got rid of their profile and went to the actual main channel. So basically, I lost a follow over there on Twitter, but I was followed by
Mountain Dew Gaming.
Gaming. Yep, they were awesome to work with and communicate with. Like I've won so much stuff over there off of Call of Duty, Monster, Mountain Dew. I can go on. The list of stuff I've won from these companies is phenomenal. Call of Duty, what was it? Last year, I think it was. I want to say last year. I won when Call of Duty had the Gundam event. They said share a clip on their page for a chance to win a Gundam model. And I was one of the winners, one of the 5 winners that got chosen for the clips. And what I got was a $400 Gundam model. What? Oh, I'm a hoe.
They said 130.
Oh, 130?
Yeah, that's where we're at
What?
now.
Oh, nice. Lasted longer than what I thought.
Right.
Lasted longer than what I could last, anyways.
And the crazy part, this has been tame.
Oh, this has been very tame. I don't know how wild we want to get. I mean,
I think this really depends on what the topics and stuff we get into, because I know, like, whenever we really get into a topic, we can get going.
it's like the dynamic duo just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, whoa, what the hell?
Don't get us
But
started
yeah.
on, like, World of Warcraft and stuff like that.
Make love, not Warcraft. That is still by far my absolute favorite episode of South Park ever. Was Make Love, not Warcraft. It's where that dude who's like 40 something is just it attacks like all walks of gamers, especially us diehard gamers who sit there and grind and grind and grind. But it attacks us big time because it's literally like a 50 something or 40 something year old dude who's just like majorly obese and pimple on his heads and just one of those ones that just sit there and grind. But perfect example of the guy sitting right next to me.
Other way.
Yeah, literally just sit there.
Oh, God, that made me next to.
But yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me get the chair right.
And then Randy comes out and is like, Stan, use the sword of life. Or the sword of truth. It was the sword of truth. He like dies right there. And Randy and the husbands are all at Best Buy trying to save World of Warcraft.
We gotta kill boars. It's going to take us this long.
And then he's like, Ma, bathroom now. And she just breaks down. She breaks down the toilet pan, and he just shits all over her like it was nothing.
Ma, Kitty's being a dildo.
Pretty much. But she goes, oh, that's a good boy. And it's like, what? Yeah, South Park is wild. I love South Park. Like that is like the only adult anime show next to King of the Hill or what's the other one that I watch? Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Aqua.
Yep, I love some Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
You keep forgetting the A at the end.
I said Aqua.
You said Aqua.
That's who you remind me of.
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
Trying to call me Frylock or Master Shakes?
What?
Or Meatwad?
You are a meatwad, but
Oh, that's a knife.
Yes.
And yes, I can do a lot of imitations of voices. Don't ask.
Oh no.
speaking of voice imitations, did you hear that Discord integrated voice changer?
Yes, I did notice that. I like how this cat just decides. I take off my shoes right here, and this cat decides to lay in them. Weird. Same cat I was petting. There's like 2 others roaming around somewhere, and now he's making biscuits in them.
Is he pooping in your shoe?
No, he's like laying in them. Like I would not want to lay in shoes. Like weird ass cat.
Well, they clean themselves.
Well, yeah, they might clean themselves, but I mean, I
He's
wear
gonna
those
have
shoes
athlete's
after
tongue.
work. I wear these shoes like after a long day's work.
He's gonna have athlete's tongue.
That's messed up.
You're not denying.
I don't have athlete's foot.
Are you really?
No,
Oh.
I said I don't.
Oh. I'm like, what?
But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to have some guests on here, like Anubis and a couple of others. But yeah, I think that's all I got for the podcast tonight, man.
Yeah. We're going to try to keep the podcast between an hour and a half.
Oh yeah,
So that way, once we get
we
the
can
podcasts up to different areas and whatnot,
we can
um,
upload it to everything without having any struggles.
that way you all can listen to it and have a good hour and an hour and a half of time to enjoy and get your chuckles in and listen to some banter and whatnot.
Yep. And then some of them might be longer if we have guests. Some of them might not be, but we're going to be uploading them probably on SoundCloud and Apple
Well,
Podcast.
there's I gotta look it up, but there's a way to upload it to more places than that, which we're going to try to do. But we just got to figure. We're just getting started, and we got to do
Yep.
some research and stuff like that. If you know anything about podcasting and you wish to give the support, feel free to DM us on either one of our Twitters and whatnot.
Yep.
And maybe you can help us out.
Yep. You could follow both Dreadthor and I on Twitter. I'm at TTV_Loki. Dreadthor is at Dreadthor.
Yep. I got the easy one.
And then you can also find me on Instagram too at Loki_XG. TikTok at Loki.xg.
I'm just gonna make this easy. Pretty much, if there's a social media out there and I'm on it, just search Dreadthor. You know what I look like.
Yep. The only thing that's different with me is just the Twitter is the TTV_LOKI, and then everything else is L0KI_XG. So that's because someone decided they wanted to steal my name on Twitter as well. So, you can't, you come up with something original and then you go to have it and a bot owns the account. And it's like, why?
As I came up with something original and I'm the only one that runs it. Unless it's Marvel Rivals, but then whoever you are on Marvel Rivals who has my name Dreadthor, I don't like you. Please give me my name.
I mean, mine's still the same on everything else. So, but all right, I think we're going to close it out.
All right, everybody, we want to say thank you for tuning in. It was greatly appreciated to have all your support and tuning in to our very first podcast. We hope to see you again next Sunday, and we hope your day was just a little bit better hearing our banter and getting to know us.
Yep.
Once again, I'm Dreadthor.
I'm Loki.
And you know what?
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Cheers to y'all.
See ya.